Hey everybody, it's Danny and we're here live at AMC Times Square where we're hosting an exclusive screening of Neighbors 2 starring Seth Rogen, Zac Efron, Rose Byrne, Kiersey Clemons, and so many more. Stay tuned. Everybody, we're here with Cam, the very famous Cam from Henny Palooza. I want to know, since we're here at the Neighbors screening,
Yes.
and you know they're horrible neighbors.
Terrible.
Neighbors. What was your worst neighbor story of all time?
My worst neighbor story was probably the year after I graduated from college. So one day I'm cleaning my kitchen, and the way the rooms were adjoined was like the kitchen was connected to the next apartment.
Oh.
And there was this couple, and they were either doing one of two things every single day. And
What were the two things?
well,
How bad?
they were either fighting or,
The opposite of fighting.
right. They were aggressing either way.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was in college in a dorm, and the girl next door to me, she was a prostitute, and yes, please excuse my language, but she was a escort.
An
if you
escort.
will.
Okay. Wow.
Absolutely, yes. And she
Okay.
would come in and she would have like different guys, period. Different guys come in, and it was a very bad experience because they also thought I was escorting, and that was not a thing.
Okay, so worst neighbor story, it's actually not mine, it's my mother's. 2 years ago, they actually got in a landscape war about a tree in the middle of our house and her house, and it resulted in her cutting down the tree.
I was gonna say.
My neighbor was not happy about it, came into our lawn, squatted.
No way.
Yeah, and it's, she's like flicking the middle finger up at my mom through the window because of a tree.
In my building, it was really a downstairs neighbor. They was like in a motorcycle gang, and the dad one day came out beating up the daughter's boyfriend with a motorcycle chain in front of the whole neighborhood.
So actually it happened to me earlier. I was in the elevator, like coming to this event, and this old man just like didn't like how many holes I had in my jeans. And I just didn't know what to do. Like, he made it so uncomfortable. He was with his wife, and he was just like, oh, so like that's what you wear to these events? I was like, yeah, it's a red carpet. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just like being myself. Like, and he just, I can't.
I thought it was very funny, very well written, very well produced. There was a lot of elements that, added to the movie, a lot of just shenanigans, but it made it, all came together very well. Seth Rogen did a very good job. I loved it.
Oh my God, I thought it was way funnier from what I remember of the first one. I was honestly like pretty surprised because I was like, it's a sequel, it's not gonna be as funny, but it was way funnier.
It was funny. It was jokes. Like I didn't have a chance to see the first one, so I knew the franchise and stuff like that. So just having a chance to see it, check it out. It was a good movie.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I laughed crazy in the theaters. I laughed way harder than I thought I would. It was dope.
I actually laughed much harder than I did in the first one, and I was a big fan of the first one. So I was really excited to see this, and I did not stop laughing. It was more jokes in the first one.
Okay,
So
cool.
I enjoyed it.
Cool. There's a lot of ridiculous scenes in that movie. Like, a lot
Yeah.
of ridiculous scenes.
Yeah, they took it a much farther than they did with the first one.